Hey there everybody, it's Val and welcome back to Project Reborn. No, not Project Reborn. Phoenix Reborn. Dang it, I keep saying that. Phoenix, the bird. Phoenix Reborn. Yes, labors of Valentine. Alright. Alright, in my hand you will see a new item that I made today. I thought I'd see what better bows we could make, and we can actually make an invar reinforced bow, which isn't too bad. Did I learn it? Yes, I learned it. And let's, I'll just show you the recipe. Once you make some invar, it just, replace two of the sticks with string, or with the invar rather, and you are good to go. The invar is not too bad to make. You should have an alloy smelter by this time, so you'd need ferrous and an iron ingot. Or, another way of doing it is with an invar blend, and that invar blend requires 2 pulverized silver and a pulverized iron, as opposed to ferrous. So, I'm actually going to try to remember to mention that, because it might be that they're supposed to all be using the ferrous dust and not silver, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe it's that way on purpose. I don't know. Right. What else is on my list? Yes. FLORA armor. Okay, let me get this. We made FLORA armor primarily because on the book we did some things here. We built a blast furnace. We made some steel. We made some thermal expansion. Well, we did that a ways back. And create some fluidic armor from FLORA. I had never seen this armor before, so let me just show you. What is it? Fluids. There we go. And alright, so it looks like it's a fairly small mod in that regard. You need to make a fluidic armor infuser, which isn't too bad to make. Lead ingots, and pneumatic servo, and 2 fluid transposers. And the actual armor, it upgrades. So you start off with the leadstone armor, which obviously requires lead, and a capacitor bank. Which, it makes sense. It's pretty cool. It requires a battery, because it's going to hold something. Although, what it holds is not energy in the sense that you think of it. You can then upgrade your leadstone to a hardened helm. Or my example here, a hardened helm. You use the invar for that, and that's why I then made an invar bow, because I had to make invar anyway. And then you can upgrade that into redstone helm. This one I can't do yet because we haven't been to the deep dark. We have no platinum. But I think that one looks pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what that one looks like. But I can at least show you the other one. Now, down here, we did add one machine here. This is the fluidic armor infuser that I made. And basically, it's hooked up to my fluid transposer. And you just send redstone into here, and it will fill up your armor. So if I take one of the pieces of armor that I've been hiding here, and you just put it in here, you can actually see the the redstone in there. If you take it out again, you get you can't really take the redstone out again as far as I can tell, but maybe that's what this is for. I don't know what this slot is for. I didn't have a chance to consult the wiki to figure that out. Perhaps that's for a bucket, I don't know. But in any case, it holds a lot of redstone. 25,000 redstone, and its effect is fluctuating max health. Now, because I went straight to this one, I didn't actually investigate what fluid goes into the hardened helm, or hardened armor rather, or what fluid goes into the leadstone one. So they may have other effects, I don't know, but that's something you might want to check out. So for this, I'll just put this on and we'll see if we can get the effect. It's supposed to have fluctuating health, so if I walk around with this on, every now and then you should see me with a little extra bit of health there. And I will wear that while I am showing you around the other things that I was working on today. Now, you may notice this here. This is actually hooked up to... Let me just get all these things out that I'm going to need. Hooked up to the power. That's primarily because I was lazy and I had the resources, so I basically made the equivalent of an enormous battery that happens to also act as a wire. And the reason I did that was I've actually upgraded the wire to the highest level, and like I said, I was too lazy to go through and change this out to the higher level wire at this point. I will at some point, I just haven't done it yet. So basically this all hooks back up to this capacitor bank, which is connected to my solar generators on the roof. But this is what's bringing the energy way over here. We're not looking at that side of the room yet. Way over here, and that's the new energy conduit, and it is intended at some point to provide power for the room below if I put machinery in there, which is, I'm kind of planning on emptying out my basement and moving the machinery down to the next level. So that's what that's for. This room and the tunnel over here is new, as you probably noticed, and we made ourselves well, a mob grinding room. I think it's very pretty. You've got, you know, on the outside anyway, it's very pretty. It's not so pretty on the inside. You might wonder what the wire is here. This is actually the lighting, and we are using bluestone wire with, I don't think I can look at these from this side. This basically goes all the way around. So, let me just pop up to one of these and I can tell you what the lamps are. I tried using a redstone... I can't fly with this. Right. No, I can't fly at all because I've been to the nether. Alright. Just give me a moment here. I need to fly. Don't normally like to do this sort of thing in the middle of end of the day tour, but there you go. There is an issue with being able to have the effects of your baubles, at least with the Swiftwolf's Rending Gale. I haven't actually tested to see if the Vulcanite armor one fails to work when you go cross dimensions, for obvious reasons, since I'd burn up. Alright, so here, red lamp. That's what I ended up using. I tried using a redstone lamp, and the bluestone wire did not want to turn it on and off, which was unfortunate. So I had to go with the less spiffy looking plain red lamp. I was going to use a redstone lamp, but couldn't. So anyway, that's the wiring. Basically there's 3 lights on each side to light up all the blocks or spaces in the room so that there's no place where unwanted individuals could spawn. So to turn it off, you just hit this switch. And I'll talk about the other stuff there later. Alright. Oh, look, there's my extra health point. Now, it's not as uber as redstone armor. You can actually take damage wearing this armor. It, yeah. I'm sure it's got cool effects that I'm not aware of. Like, for there, now I've got 3 hearts. So the number of hearts fluctuates, which is interesting. I have to look it up and see what other effects it has that I'm not aware of. Anyway, this invar bow, I really like it. It's 2 shots now, or 1 if the spider has fallen recently. There we go. It does about 5.5 hearts damage, from what I can see. Now, The setup that I've got down here, actually let's start down over here. Since my ring, I was going to call it magnet ring, but the black hole band. Since the black hole band cannot suck the experience towards me from the back of the room, I put in a vacuum hopper so that it would catch most of the experience that flies back into the room, and it does its job. I don't want it picking up any items, so I just filled this with some random clay blocks, but as you can see, it is collecting some of them. I don't know if you noticed it when I was smacking them, but trust me, it is collecting the ones in the back for the most part. The ones that fall in the very far corners tend to sit there. They can't be reached, but it is getting most of the stuff that I can't get. And we are using ender fluid conduit, which I made today. I don't think I have an example of that. Let's have a look at that so you can see what the recipe is like. It requires glass, well, a lot of different glass, but what? One of those said weatherproof. Show me that again. Reinforced sapphire glass. Interesting. I shall have to remember that. Because we're going to be hunting a wither pretty soon. So anyway, 4 conduit binders, a couple of diamonds, and an octatic capacitor. That is made from 2 double layer capacitors, vibrant alloy, and glowstone, which is made from the basic capacitors and the energetic alloy. And they're all possible to make with the current equipment that I have, and I consider what I'm at is basically mid-game, so they're not really that hard to make. So, let's go back down here. So you can see that the fluid conduit is carrying off our experience there, and I just wanted to show you. This one you can actually set white lists and black lists on them. I didn't. I actually, you can leave it blank and it works. I originally set it to blacklist because I thought that, and left it blank because I wasn't sure if you had to tell it what fluid, but obviously because the fluid did go through, it doesn't matter if it's whitelist and empty or blacklist and empty. If you don't specify anything, it'll let whatever you have go through. And it can take different fluids, which is one of the cool things about that particular one. Instant fluid transportation allows multiple fluids to be transported on the same line, and that is awesome. I upgraded to this one because if you use the basic fluid conduit, it's really slow. Really slow. And I didn't want it to be that slow, so I did this. Now this is an XP drain, which I put right here, and you can see that it hooks up over there to the line that comes from my vacuum hopper. And I'm just going to take this out because I was just leaving that open to show you guys. And that's basically just set the same as I have it on the hopper. Nothing different there. Alright, and we'll just, right. So every time they knock me back, I end up on the grate, and it pulls the experience out of me. And either way, all the experience is flowing over this way. I don't think... Yeah, we'll just show you from over here. So we'll go down. And you can see the fluid coming in from here and going to the tanks that you notice up above. And we'll go back up there. And I just wanted to have my experience handy when I'm enchanting and doing various activities here. And that's why all the conduit. Because I'm lazy. And Colonel, hello! Welcome to the stream. I'm doing my end of the day tour. Sorry, I didn't notice your hello there for a few minutes. Alright, so we also made a blast furnace, and we made a coke oven. Although, I don't really need what we're doing here, at least yet, but I figured I'd do up some, so we have it, and we're good to go if we need steel for something. So, is there anything else I wanted to talk to you about? No, I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, so this is going to be my industrial room, by the way, in case you hadn't guessed. So, I think I'm quite happy with my enchanting room set up now because, while I still have to manually grind the spiders, and there is at least one way in the future that we can kill the spiders. With this fellow from Ender.io, Killer Joe. But I can't make that quite yet because I need Franken-Zombie, which requires a soul vial and a soul binder, and I don't have those things yet. So, yeah. At some point we might get Joe set up in here to automatically take care of our spiders for us, and then I won't even have to stand there and smack them myself. Well, trying to think if there's anything else, as usual, because, you know, I tend to forget. Look at my list. No, I think the only other thing I was going to show you, I did show you that. Right. The only other thing I did today, which isn't really in a showable state yet, is I have set up the beginnings of my wither skeleton spawn area down in the nether, and I still have to do a lot of work on it to actually, you know, get a decent amount of wither skeletons spawned. So that will be shown in a future end of the day tour. But this one has reached its end. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the stream sometime. You all take care now. Bye.